Hi friends, in this video I'll be covering how to prepare for AZ204. I appeared for the exam last month, so I'll be sharing my experience, the study material which I have followed. So you can follow the same or you can take out the best from this video. So first you can to start with, you can just search for AZ204 and it will give you the results. The first link is of AZ204 official page where you can come and see the different skills which Microsoft want to measure as a part of this exam. So the different skills are develop Azure Compute Solution, Azure Storage, Azure Security, monitor, troubleshoot, optimize Azure Solution, connect to consume Azure services and third-party services. They also mention how much we can expect in the exam from these skills. So 25 to 30, 10 to 15, it varies from the topic to topic. These are just the high level name of the topics, and if you want to know what exactly they want to cover, so that is mentioned in this outline. So Azure Compute Solutions has IaaS, Azure App Services, Azure Functions, which further has the subtopics. So VMs, configuring VMs, create ARM templates, these are under IaaS. Azure App Services has create an Azure App Services, deploy code to web app. So they have mentioned everything in this outline. One thing which I want to um, tell you, and you should strictly follow if you are following different videos, or if you are following different materials, something over the internet, whatever the topics you are going to cover as a part of this exam, that should be mentioned over here. So many of the tutors or the online videos, they are covering the topics which are from AZ203 and they have not updated their links or their material. So you should not be covering all those topics which are not listed here. So that is the first thing and foremost thing which you should understand while preparing for this exam. The couple of topics which I will be mentioning, like Azure Batch Services, AKS, Azure Kubernetes Services, SQL Server, and there are many. So which was there in AZ203, but it is not there in AZ204. That's the first thing which you should understand. So coming back to the main websites, Microsoft has also prepared a learning path if you want to prepare for this exam, and it is mentioned on this page. And the various topics, they are further categorized into the modules. So create serverless application, connect two services together, store data in Azure, deploy a website with Azure Virtual Machine. Let me go inside that. This particular topic is further being categorized into 4 modules, and they are listed here. So create a Windows virtual machine in Azure, build and run a web application with mean stack on Azure Linux and virtual machine, create a Linux virtual machine in Azure, and each of the module are having subtopics and few of the exercises also. For the exercises, they have given us the sandbox. So sandbox is basically a temporary access to the Azure to complete the exercise, and the duration for the particular sandbox, it varies from 2 to 10 hours. I have seen it few of the sandbox for 2 hours, 4 hours mostly, and at max if the particular exercise is large, then the duration would be 10 hours. So this is really good because if you don't have any subscription or your free subscription is expired and you want to do the exercise, so there is a sandbox is available. So right now if I click on this button, and Microsoft, they will share me the details how I should connect with the sandbox. And likewise, apart from Microsoft learning paths, I've also taken few of the courses from the Udemy. So the one which I've taken are first from the Scott Duffy, and he has covered all the skills but briefly, and the duration of this course is 8.5 hours. He has also added few of the practice tests which we can also go through it to access the R level while preparing for the exam at various stages. The good thing about this course is it's up to date, and he has not added and anything which is not inclined with respect to the schedule of the AZ204. So this is the first course which I have taken. Another one which I have taken is from the Alan Rodrigues, and that is having the duration of 20 hours. This is in detail course, and he has covered everything, very well. I like this course a lot. The reason being, he has covered in depth of almost all the topics. Uh, Whenever we are preparing, I know that right now with respect to the exam, the main intention is to get the certification, but the ultimate aim is to get the knowledge which we needed for maybe for our projects for the future. So if I have to, in terms of the options, if you have asked me, I'll go with this one. But if my pocket allows, then I'll suggest you should take both AZ 204 course of Scott Duffy and the another one from the Alan Rodrigues. Apart from going through the courses of Udemy, I have also gone through few of the videos from the Pluralsight. I'll suggest this is completely optional because Pluralsight is a paid website, and the cost is quite high. But I've seen many of the organizations, they do give us this free to their employees so that they can learn at their pace. And if you have this subscription, so there is also a path which we can follow in terms of preparing for AZ204, but the path in Pluralsight is of AZ203. So we have to be very careful if we want to go through the videos which are available on Pluralsight. And that's the reason initially I mentioned it. If we want to follow any material other than the which was provided by the Microsoft, we should completely validate the topics are listed on this outline or not. If not, then we should not go through it. So AZ203 also has lot of topics which are removed from 204. So that is where we have to be very careful. The practice test, I will suggest you, one is from the WizLab. WizLab, you can Google it and search for AZ204 on that particular site. They have also one free test. I believe there are two free tests. It is showing just one, but you can just check that. And they have also 7 tests which are paid tests, and the fees is very nominal. They do also give the discount. You can check on different sites for the coupon codes. I got it around 30%, so which you can just very well calculate how much it would be. So on this they will give you some amount of discount. So these are really good. I'll suggest you should go through the WizLabs. Another thing is, if I'll go back to the Udemy and I'll search for AZ204, I also have prepared a practice test, and if you want, you can take it. I'll try to share the free links. Udemy allows you to share once in a while, and this is the practice test which I have prepared and put it out on the Udemy. So there are many questions I try to cover with respect to various skills, and the one thing which I have segregated from the other tests which are available is case studies. The reason I have added not only the full-fledged test, the case study separately, because I got a good amount of case studies in my exam. So I got 3 case studies. So I thought it would be better if you are preparing by yourself and you have certain questions, you have certain doubts, or you are not confident with respect to case studies. So you can go through these case studies. But I'll still say this is not mandate. If you want to, you can go through it. I have covered it a lot. Good amount of questions are there in this test, and the Udemy does not allow. I was initially uploaded with the thought I'll give it for free, but they don't allow the practice test to be free, so it's a paid one. And if you are looking, you can just check on my videos or the links. I'll always keep on sharing the free link, so they allow once in a while, so you can just subscribe to that link and then you will just get this test for free. Another resource which I want to mention is this page of the Facebook website, Microsoft Azure Group Unofficial. It is being maintained by the Scott Duffy, And the good thing about it, there are lots of members on this page, and if you have any issue, if you are stuck somewhere, you can come here and you can post your query. Someone will surely try to resolve it. And moreover, there are many users who tries to share various information with respect to the various updates, the changes of the course, or if there is a exam voucher available, and if there's a free courses available anywhere on the internet, they do share it on this page. So I suggest you to join this page and get the updates, and post your queries if you come across any issue or any other thing. The one thing which I want, another thing which I want to mention, where to start from. So you can start certainly from, if you have a certain knowledge of Azure, then I'll suggest you to go with Azure Functions. That is similar to web jobs, but not exactly. There are certain here and there changes. You can start with Azure Functions, or if you have no knowledge with respect to the Azure and you are very a beginner, and this is the first time you are just want to go for, then I'll suggest you to go with the Implement IaaS solutions, where you would be understanding what are the VMs, and how various things we can deploy, how we can create with respect to ARM templates. So that is the place from where you can start with. So it's completely upon you. So either implement IaaS solution or Azure Functions. To schedule your exam, you can come back to AZ204 page, and there is a section where we can schedule the exam. So we can schedule with the Pearson VUE, and nowadays they are giving us the option to schedule your exam from your home, which means the exam will be proctored. Someone will be monitoring us throughout the camera, and they will also want us to validate this machine if it matches the eligibility criteria of the particular specification which is required if we want to schedule it from our home. So while scheduling, you can there's an option with which you can validate your machine, or once you schedule it, you can also validate from the machine from where you want to take your test. So that is for the scheduling the exam. Now on the day of the exam, so couple of things which I want to mention here is, do not panic at all if your proctor is late. So your exam will be start by the proctor. So if you, let's say you're scheduling at 9 a.m. and it's already 9, 5, 10 and there is no one turned up, don't worry at all. He will come and he will start the exam. So your exam will be started by the proctor only. Another thing, the number of sections. There Microsoft has not mentioned anywhere how many sections would be there, but minimum you will expect 3 sections, one case study for sure. And once you complete the sections, it does not allow you to go back to and change your options, so you should be very careful. And once you complete the sections or before submitting it, you will validate or access, or if you have bookmarked any of the question you want to go back and later and see, you should do that properly. Same goes with the case study, and same goes with the section which followed that. There are chances that the first section itself will be a case study, so do not panic again. It will be very, they just want to test your knowledge, your the basic understanding, that's it, nothing more than that. So that is on the day of the exam which you should be following the certain steps. Now one thing which I missed it is AZ204 labs, and Microsoft had also shared the lab material which we should go through. And this is not, I'll say, the complete with respect to the number of topics, the skills which they have mentioned, but on they try to cover a lot. So this is a link which I have mentioned in the description. You can go through that, and there you can go and find it all these various labs sessions. While preparing for any of the topic, you can just find it out which of the lab it relates to the topic, and then you can go through it. And the lab has mentioned all the steps, and you need access for Azure portal. And if you have a free subscription, you can go through that, or if you have any paid or any other medium, You can just use that, and then you can just follow the steps which are mentioned over here, and from start to end they covered everything, all the steps. In between, if you see there is something like the steps you have going through but still there is error, I'll suggest you should go and Google it. You will certainly get the solution when you Google it. Or mostly what happens is you are not following it properly, that there could be here and there slight issue it might come up. So that is for the Azure labs, and these are very good labs. They are approximately, there are 13 labs which they have shared, and they have mentioned in detail the steps also for these labs. Okay, that's it. Thank you, friends.